These are the hardest dungeon bosses in Skyblock. Usually, beating them requires a 5-player party with good armor and weapons. And even that won't guarantee that you can defeat them. And I solved them with no armor. With the help of some bugs, I was able to get thousands of HP and defense, basically making me invincible. So stick around to find out how I did it. And there might be a giveaway at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Time to beat the hardest Skyblock challenge. There are 7 bosses in Skyblock, and my plan to defeat them is to kill them before they kill me. Sounds simple, right? Well, I'm only catacomb level 40, which only gives me around 300% stat boost, but being higher kata would have been extremely helpful. So I'll have to rely on my insane gamer senses to do this without catacombs 50. Now, Bonzo is the first boss in this list. Bonzo is basically a depressed clown that decided to become a necromancer, and I'm going to end his suffering once and for all. Now, before I actually beat this boss, I have to clear the whole dungeon for secret. Each secret can actually give me a blessing that boosts my health and defense and mana. Trust me, these blessings will be extremely useful for higher floors later on. By defeating the Watcher, I could now teleport into the boss room. I was playing as mage, which consisted of a Hyperion, mana regen equipment and sighted reforge. I was also rocking an Ender Dragon pet for 10% stats. Thanks to my massive magical power, I was able to one-tap the boss. The next bosses won't be so easy. Now it's time for floor 2. Scarf is the floor 2 boss, who is a freaking weeb. The only difference between him and you is that he actually got some friends. Even though he summons them with dark necromancy, it still counts. For this boss, I didn't right click, I tried left clicking with the beam ability of the mage class, making quick work of Scarf, even if I got a little low during the battle. Professor is basically the teacher of those 2 bozos I just defeated, but he is also a fish.
You, sir, are fish.
His plan to defeat me is to drown me, so I brought a real gun to a water balloon fight, then switched to the archer class, allowing me to demolish the guardians he summoned before they can even attack me. In his second phase, I got really close to dying because his guardian beam stays even after his death. Now Thorn is a vegan, but he also summons a lot of meat, so I can't just kill him like I did to the other bosses. Instead, I have to kill one of his bears that drops a bow. The bow is the only way to actually hurt him. So my expensive Terminator is no good. Or is it? Well, instead of playing Archer, I decided to play Healer. There is a bug currently with massive armor which gives you a ton of health, and healer ability gives you bonus absorption HP the more actual health you have, and even if you take the armor off you keep the bonus health. So I basically gained over 200k health in a click of a button. I cleared the run as usual and then proceeded to jump into the arena where I sniped mobs from afar. Then I teleported into the arena to pick up the bow and then shoot Thorn. Basically play this as a coward, but wait, for the next few bosses I'll have to actually fight them head on. Now, with the 4th and final blow, Thorn was defeated. You see, up until this point I wasn't struggling with clear, but for floor 5 this will be different. Mobs instantly kill you without armor, so I had to use this weird enchant called Refrigerate. Since its release, it's been bugged, and once you get the 1000 defense from it, you will be able to keep it the whole run. So at the start of the run, I equipped a helmet with Refrigerate 5. I got the 1000 defense and then took it off, because there is no way you can clear without using that. And even while I'm bug abusing, I still got really close to dying multiple times during clear. And before I teleported into the boss room, I used my wish one final time and got in. The boss summons 8 copies of himself, but with a mod, I knew which one was the real one. I focused on killing it with my Terminator, and soon enough, Livid was defeated. The next boss will be the hardest one yet, as the floor 6 boss is brutal. But before we continue with this video, I'm hosting a 100 million giveaway. All you have to do is comment your IGN while being subscribed and liking the video. If we reach 5,000 subscribers before March 8th, which is also my birthday, I will instead give away 1 billion coins. So yeah, subscribe. Back to the video. Now, floor 6 isn't a lot different for clear, except that mobs hit you a lot harder. I was playing Archer as my first run, so I cleared the floor as usual, but when it came to the boss, even though I had over 1000 defense and a lot of HP, I still died to terracottas so quickly. So I needed another plan. I searched on YouTube to see if anyone has done this before, and no one did. But one guy did solo M6 with a Juju, so maybe his video would help me. Turns out he just ran around, so the projectiles did not even reach him. So I tried that, but it did not go so well, as I misclicked and ended up falling to my death and died again. I asked my guildmate, who is a catacomb 50 guy. He told me to use baby yeti and flower bouquet, cause he tried it and he could tank terracottas and not die. One small issue though, I didn't have a baby yeti or flower of truth, so I had to use my secret technique. Hehehehe. Oh, I suddenly have a baby yeti and a flower bouquet. Amazing! I joined a dungeon once again, and this happened. My god, finally! Guys, you don't even understand how many tries this took. It took me like 5 hours of non-stop trying to finally defeat this. And before you go commenting, oh my god, where's floor 7? You said all dungeon floors. I only have 40 floor 7 completions. There is no way I can solo terms even with armor. So I won't be able to do it without armor. Unless, if we get 5,000 subscribers before March 8th, I will do it no matter how many tries it takes, and I will get a full party to try and do Master Mode too. Anyways, this is all for today's video. If I sound a little different after the 6 minutes mark, it's because I just got back from the dentist and my mouth is still numb. So yeah, subscribe.